Good morning, dear students. In today's video, you all are going to learn about a very simple grammar topic, that is suffix and prefix. So to begin with, I will now explain to all the meaning of suffix. So children, suffix is a letter or group of letters that you add at the end of the given word in order to change the meaning of the word. I repeat the meaning once again. Suffix is a letter or group of letters that you add at the end of a word in order to change the meaning of the word. Like, for example, if the word given to you is celebrate, then what I have done is I have added the word ION. Okay, so ION, okay, I have added these letters, okay, at the end of the main word. So when I add the letters at the end of the main word, it helps me form a new word with a new meaning. So the new word that I have formed by adding ION at the end of the main word is celebration. Okay, so the suffix word for celebrate is celebration. Okay, now let's have a look at example number 2. Now example number 2 is, now again they have given to you the word that is care. Now in order to write the suffix word for care, I have added the word FUL. Okay, so here again I have added letters at the end of the main word, okay, which helps me form a new word with a new meaning. So the new word that I have formed over here is careful. Okay, when I add FUL full, okay, to the main word care, it helps me frame a new word that is careful. Okay, so in this way the suffix word for care I have written is careful. Now let's have a look at the next example. The next example word on screen is friend. So here on screen again you can see that for the word friend I have added the words ly at the end of it. So when I add the word ly at the end of the main word, I get a new word which is friendly. So the suffix word for friend I have written is friendly by adding the new word that is the ly. So suffix in suffix, please remember children, you need to add words, okay, or you can even add a single letter. But see that when you add at the end of the word, it helps you form or frame a new word with new meaning. Like in all these 3 examples you can see I have added the words, okay, or in all I've added letters only. There is no single letter you can see. In all the 3 examples I have added only letters, which helps me frame or form a new word with a new meaning. And where I have added all these letters, I have added at the end of the main word. Okay, like for celebrate I have added ION, which helps me frame the word celebration. Then for care I have added the word FUL full at the end, which helps me frame a new word careful. Then for friend again I have added the word ly at the end, which helps me frame a new word friendly. Now let's have a look at few more examples. The next word given to you is kind. Now here again if you go to check, I have added the word NESS at the end of the main word. So when I add the word NESS at the end of the main word kind, it helps me form a new word with a new meaning, which is kindness. Okay, so you can see it on screen. Now let's move ahead. The next word on screen given to you is excite. Okay, So again here I have thought of words, that is I have thought of adding the word ment, meant. So when I add ment, meant to the word excite, it helps me form or frame a new word, that is excitement. Okay, so the suffix word for excite written is excitement. Then let's move ahead. In example number 6, the word given to you is real. Now in order to write the suffix word for real, again I need to think of which letter or letters I can add, okay, at the end of the main word, which can help me frame or form a new word with the new meaning. So here again, when I add the word ise, okay, when I add ise to the word real, it helps me frame a new word with a new meaning, that is realize. So the suffix word for real I have written over here is realize. Then let's have a look at example number 7. The word given to you is teach. Okay, so now again I have thought and I have added the words, that is er. Okay, I have added the letters er. So when I add the letters er at the end of the word teach, it helps me frame a new word with a new meaning, that is teacher. Okay, so in this way the suffix word for teach I have written is teacher. Now let's have a look at example number 8, which is your last example for this topic. So the word given to you in example number 8 is comfort. Okay, so again I have thought in my mind, if I add the word able, okay, able at the end of the main word, it will help me frame a new word with a new meaning, that is comfortable. So the suffix word for comfort I have written here is comfortable. So children, once again, with all these 8 words or these 8 examples, I would just like to sum up that suffix is nothing but in suffix you are supposed to add letter or letters, okay, at the end of the main word, okay, which will help you frame or form a new word with a new meaning. Okay, children, so you always have to keep in mind, in suffix I need to add words at the end of the main word. Is it clear to you? Next, you should also remember that there can be possibilities of many suffix word for one word. Like if I take for example the word celebrate. Now here I have thought of adding the word ion, so it helps me frame a new word, celebration. But you can also think of adding the word ed. Okay, when you add ed to the word celebrate, you frame a new word, that is celebrated, right? Then if you think of adding the word ing, okay, to the word celebrate at the end. So when I add the word ing to the word celebrate at the end, it again helps me frame to form a new word, that is celebrating. Okay, so children, always remember that there can be possibilities of having more than one suffix word for the given word. Is it clear? So it is not restricted that, okay, for celebrate the suffix word is only celebration. No, there are many other possible words. Okay, like I told you, you can also have the suffix word celebrating by adding the word ing. You can also have the word celebrated by adding the word ed. Similarly, for the word care, now I have thought of the word ful to add at the end, so I got the word careful. But you can also think of the word again by adding ing at the end of the word care, so you get a new word, that is caring. Okay, again if you add the word ed at the end of the word care, again you get to frame a new word, which is cared. Okay, so and even if you add the word less, okay, less at the end of the word care, so there again you get to frame a new word, careless. Okay, so basically you have to understand, children, that there is possibility of having more than one suffix word for the given word. Okay, but what you have to do is you only have to write the correct word, okay, the correct suffix word. And correct suffix word only you will get only when you will add proper letter or letters at the end of the main word. Always remember this word, at the end of the main word given to you. Next, also I would like to bring to your notice in your exam or anywhere, when even if you're solving the exercise, okay, what you're going to do, you are not going to show me all this working. That is, like you can see in example number 1, celebrate dash celebrate plus ION, which is equal to the word celebration. Now here, whatever you can see on screen is just the explanation part. But in actual, what you are supposed to write is only, you will be given the word celebrate, okay, or you will be given any question word wherein they will ask you, write the suffix word for it. So you have to think, okay, of which words or word I can add at the end of the main word so that it can help me frame or form a new word. So in the answer, you are going to write first your question word, put a dash, and then you will straightforward give me the proper suffix word framed by you. Whatever you can see here in between this celebrate plus ION, this all is your thinking work, okay? You need not show me in the main answer. The main answer is what? The main question word given to you, besides that a dash, and after the dash you are only going to write the new suffix word. Is it clear to you? So whatever you can see, I have circled in green. This is all your thinking work you have to do. Fine, children? So here in all the 8 examples, I have highlighted for you the thinking work with the green color circle. So please remember, there is no need for you to show me this, thinking work in the main answer. What I require is only the new word that you have formed, okay? So what all the words what you can see in red is actual the main answer that you have to show me, okay? In reality, whenever you are appearing for any exam or you have to solve any exercise based on it. Fine, children? So please remember, the things what I have circled in green is just a part of your thinking, and here I have put on screen why, because so that I can explain to you exactly how are you supposed to write the suffix word, okay, by adding the words at the end of the main word. Fine, children? So the screen is nothing but just a part of explanation process. So with this, I hope you have understood this very simple and easy topic, okay, which I just taught to you, and the topic name was suffix. Suffix is nothing but, once again I would like to repeat myself, these are the letter or letters which you add at the end of the main word in order to form or frame a new word with a new meaning. Is it clear to you? Now let's have a look at the next part of the same topic, wherein I am going to teach you the meaning of prefix now. Now what is a prefix word? So let's have a look over here. So children, prefix is a letter or group of letters that is added at the beginning of the word to change its meaning, okay? So again, it's simple. If you read and if you stress upon each and every word of the meaning given to you, you will understand what are you supposed to do in a prefix word. Once again, I repeat the meaning for you. A prefix is a letter or group of letters that is added at the beginning of a word to change its meaning, okay? Now let us simplify this meaning of prefix with the help of few examples. So here on screen you have the very first example word given to you is connect, okay? Now in order to write the prefix word for connect, again you have to start thinking of letter or letters which you can add but at the beginning of the word, beginning, or you can say at the starting of the given word, which will help you frame or form a new word with a new meaning. Okay, so once again, if you see over here, the main word given to me is connect. So I have thought to add the word dis. Okay, so when I thought to add the word dis, so when I add the word dis before the word connect, that is the main word given to me is connect. So when I add the word dis before the main word, it helps me frame or form a new word which is disconnect. Okay, so the prefix word for connect I have written is disconnect. Now let's have a look at example number 2. Example number 2 given to you is the word happy. Again, I will think of letter or letters wherein I will add at the beginning of the word, okay, which will help me frame or form a new word. So here on screen again you can see I have added the word un. Okay, so when I add the word un before the main word happy, it helps me form a new word which is unhappy. Okay, so I have formed a new word with a new meaning. So the prefix word for happy is unhappy. Now let's have a look at next example. The next example on screen given to you is angle. Okay, now here again I have thought to add the word try. Okay, so when I add the word try before the main word or at the beginning of the main word, it helps me form or frame a new word which is triangle. Okay, so the prefix word for angle is triangle, okay, which is a new word with a new meaning. Now let's have a look at one more example. The next example given to you on screen is the word port. Okay, so here again I have thought to add the words trans. Okay, so when I add the word trans at the beginning of the word port, it helps me frame or form a new word with a new meaning, that is transport. So the prefix word for port is transport. So children, once again I would like to bring to your notice that in a prefix word, okay, always remember that if you have to write any prefix for a given word, you need to think of a letter or letters, okay, which you will add at the beginning of the given main word or the given word. And when you add at the beginning of the main word, it should help you frame or form a new word with new meaning. So children, in all the 4 examples, you can see that the words which I have circled with green, okay, are all the words that I have added at the beginning of the main word, okay, which has helped me frame or form a new word, okay. So the words which I have underlined with blue and which are written in red color, those are actual the main answer word, okay. So the prefix word for connect is disconnect. The prefix word for happy over here is unhappy. The prefix word for angle is triangle, and the prefix word for port is transport. Okay, now let's move on to see few more examples. So the next example on screen given to you is ship. So here again I have thought of adding the word owner, okay, that is before or at the beginning of the main word. So when I add the word owner at the beginning of the word ship, it helps me frame or form a new word which is ownership. So I have formed a new word with a new meaning. So the prefix word for ship is ownership. Now let's have a look at example number 6. So the word given to you in example number 6 is move, M-O-V-E, move. So here again I have thought and I have added the word re before or at the beginning of the main word. When I add it at the beginning or before the main word, it helps me frame or form a new word with a new meaning, that is remove. So the prefix word for move is remove over here. Now let's have a look at example number 7. The word given to you is star. So here again I have thought to add the word super, S-U-P-E-R, super, at the beginning of the word star. So when I add the word super at the beginning of the word star, it helps me frame or form a new word with a new meaning, that is superstar. Okay, so the prefix word for star is superstar. And the last example word for you regarding this topic of prefix given to you is the word night, N-I-G-H-T, night. So now here again I have thought and I have added the word M-I-D, mid. Okay, I have added the word mid at the beginning of the word night. So it helps me frame or form a new word which is midnight. So the prefix word for night is midnight. Well children, again here I would like to bring to your notice whatever I have circled with the green color. Okay, the word dis plus connect, UN, un plus happy, TRI, try plus angle. Okay, so in all the 8 examples, whatever I've circled in green color circle, this is all a part of your thinking process. Okay, there is no need for you to show me in writing on the paper. What in actual you're going to write is only the main answer, and all the main answers are given to you in red color. Okay, so it is just similar to your suffix topic, the way you are going to answer. How I told you in suffix, you will get a main question word, just put a dash, then think of the words which you can add at the end of the main word, and then when you think you are firm, you are only going to write the main answer word. Is it clear? Similarly, following that same pattern, even for prefix, please remember children, you will be given the main question word, that is, like for example, I take the word connect. This is your main question word. Now whatever I've circled in green is your thinking process. Okay, you have to think, and once you are done with your thinking, what I require is only the main answer. Okay, so your answering format will be the word connect dash disconnect. Okay, that should only be in your answering part. I don't want anything, whatever I have circled in green, you to show me in the paper or in any exercise what you have to solve. I hope it is clear with you. So as I near to the end of this video class, I would just like to sum up the grammar topic that I have taught to you today. So in this new grammar topic, I have taught to you the concept of suffix. And what is a suffix? In short, it is a letter or group of letters added to the end of the words. Okay, here it's written ending of the words, but in other way you can also say it is added at the end of the main word in order to change the meaning of the word, okay, by framing a new word. So always remember, suffix words are what? They are added at the end of the main word, which helps you frame or form a new word with a new meaning. Is it clear? And also I have told you there are possibilities of having more than one word for suffix. Is it clear? It is not only one correct answer word is there. You can have many other possible words related to it. Fine children, but only be careful. For suffix, always try and add the word or the words at the end of the main word. Okay. Then in prefix, I have taught you again, this is a concept wherein you have to add letter or letters, but at the beginning of the main word. When you add at the beginning of the main word, it will again help you frame or form a new word with a new meaning. So in suffix, you add the words after the main word, and in prefix, you add the word that is before the main word. So always remember this word after, before. Okay, the way you can memorize it. Fine children? So as I have completed the explanation of this grammar topic, I also would like to tell you that please refer to your assignment section. There you will find all the notes, what you are supposed to do, along with exercise, what you are supposed to complete. Once again, I would like to remind you, when you are writing answer in the exercise, okay, see that you only write the main answer. Is it clear? That is the correct suffix word and the correct prefix word. There is no need to show me any of the thinking part. And you know, when I say thinking part, what do I mean? Okay, because in this video lesson, I have circled the thinking part with the green color. So whatever was shown to you in this video lesson on screen was just a part of explanation. Okay, when you are answering in reality, maybe as a part of exercise to be done by your own self, or maybe when you're answering any paper, that time see that you only write the main answer. Is it clear to you? With this, I take a leave. Have a look at the assignment section and update your work. Thank you so much.